Antarctica, the coldest and most isolated continent on Earth, holds many secrets that only few have dared to explore. In this video, we'll reveal the top 10 scariest things that have been discovered in Antarctica. Antarctica is a continent that has fascinated people for decades due to its extreme weather conditions and unique wildlife. Here are the top 10 scary facts about Antarctica that may send shivers down your spine. At number 10. 10. Iceberg breaks. There have been several iceberg breaks in Antarctica in recent years, and the events have raised concerns about the impact of climate change on the region. Here are some facts about some of the most significant iceberg breaks. Larsen B Ice Shelf. In 2021, the Larsen B Ice Shelf, which was 1,255 square miles in size, completely melted within a month. The speed at which this happened was unexpected, and it raised concerns about the pace of ice loss in the region. B-49 iceberg. Glaciologists have expressed alarm that the B-49 iceberg may be a result of melting caused by relatively warm water eating away at the ice that surrounds the frozen continent. The iceberg broke off in 2020, and its formation has been linked to climate change. A-76 iceberg. In 2021, the world's largest iceberg calved from Antarctica, a giant floating piece of ice close to 80 times the size of Manhattan. The A-76 iceberg broke off the western side of the Ron ice shelf and was a significant concern due to its size and the potential impact on sea levels. At number 9. 9. Extreme cold. Antarctica is the coldest place on Earth, with an annual average temperature of -58 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lowest temperature ever recorded was -128.5 degrees Fahrenheit in 1983. Moisture in the air instantly freezes and falls to the ground in the form of frost. This means that every time you breathe out, the moisture will be quickly removed from the air, and you'll be breathing air back in with 0% humidity. Exposure to cold causes a reduction in blood flow to the surface of the skin by constriction of blood vessels. This reduces the overall volume of the circulatory system, so increasing the blood pressure. The body's response to this is to reduce the fluid volume by getting rid of some water via urine, an event known as cold diuresis. Antarctica is one of the windiest places on Earth, and is home to unusual katabatic and downslope winds. The strong winds are influenced by cold temperatures and the shape of the continent. The highest recorded wind speed was at a French base back in 1972. It was blowing at 200 miles per hour, 320 kilometers per hour. Number 8. 8. Unforgiving environment. The environment in Antarctica is beautiful, but it is also completely unforgiving towards those who venture into its vast emptiness. Maddening silence, deafening gales, weeks of darkness, rare sunny days, and deceptive calm all make it one of the harshest environments on Earth. The largest ice shelf in Antarctica, the Ross Ice Shelf, has an eerie way of communicating with explorers. The rough surface of the ice shelf lets out an almost continuous hum of low tones as the wind passes across it. Antarctica is very good at preserving things, thanks to its cold waters. Even the wreckage of the Endurance, the ship of famous explorer Ernest Shackleton, was found very well preserved in the waters around Antarctica. Many explorers have lost their lives in Antarctica over the years. The continent is both beautiful and completely unforgiving, indifferent to human suffering and despair. It readily collects the ghosts of explorers who did not make it back alive. At number 7. 7. Haunted Antarctica. Antarctica is touted as one of the most haunted places in the world, with roughly one perturbed spirit for every 9 people that inhabit the continent. It's worth noting that scientists say there is no evidence that ghosts really exist, but many people still believe in their existence. Additionally, while Antarctica may have some spooky and interesting features, it's important to remember that it is a beautiful and unique continent that is home to many scientific discoveries and important research. Number 6. 6. The dry valleys. The dry valleys in Antarctica are the driest places on Earth, and snow and ice cannot even accumulate, leaving the valleys as just a dusty expanse of dirt. Additionally, Antarctica is on average the windiest place on Earth. The dry valleys are located in the Transantarctic Mountains of Victoria Land, Antarctica, and are so named because of their extremely low humidity and lack of snow or ice cover. The McMurdo Dry Valleys encompass 98% of the continent and are the largest ice-free region in Antarctica. The thick ice covering Antarctica blocks 80 to 99% of the sun's energy. making the dry valley's lakes dark, cold, and nutrient-poor environments with slow growth rates for different species. Wind and occasional rain are responsible for forming the landforms in the dry valleys, including sand dunes, dune fields, salt flats, and dry valleys. Land formations change regularly. The dry valleys are a very unusual part of Antarctica, and they exist due to the positioning of the transantarctic mountain range, which force air flowing over them upwards so they lose their moisture. The valleys, therefore, are in a precipitation shadow, and snow and rain don't fall. Number 5. 5. Conspiracy theories. Antarctica is surrounded by conspiracy theories due to its remote and least understood nature on Earth, and it is practically impossible to live there without specialized gear, buildings, and support from humans on a more livable continent. Nazis and a secret base in Antarctica. One conspiracy theory suggests that the Nazis had a secret base in Antarctica, which they established in 1938 after launching an expedition to the continent. This theory is based on the discovery of several military and scientific ships that were sent to Antarctica by the Nazis. Some even believe that Hitler himself fled to Antarctica using the German submarine fleet. The Hollow Earth theory. According to this conspiracy theory, the entire Earth is hollow and the only way to get inside is via 1,400-mile-wide holes in Antarctica and the Arctic. It suggests that you could walk over the edge of the hole without even realizing it, just like an ant walking over the lip of a glass. Alien life and UFOs. Some conspiracy theorists claim that Antarctica is home to a few secret UFO bases where alien technology is found. This theory is based on the discovery of 2 entrance craters found on Antarctica's surface that seem to run deep underground. Others even suggest that there is evidence of crashed UFOs in Antarctica. At number 4. 4. Isolation and facilities. Antarctica is one of the most isolated places on Earth, and the harsh environment has caused numerous fatalities throughout history. People who venture into this icy world must be well prepared and knowledgeable about the dangers that await them. Isolation in Antarctica is a bit different from what the rest of the world is experiencing now. Although researchers are cut off from the rest of the world, there were still 23 of them living and working together during the winter, and 160 people during the summer. Extended periods of isolation, particularly in harsh environments like Antarctica, have negative psychological effects. Specifically, people in particularly harsh situations show reduced positive affect and reduced usage of coping mechanisms after being isolated for a long period of time. The annual average temperature in Antarctica is -58 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lowest temperature ever recorded there was -128.5 degrees Fahrenheit in 1983. Number 3. 3. The buried lake. A buried lake covering an area of about 54 square miles under the ice sheet, known as Lake Vostok. According to scientists, the dark waters of the lake are teeming with bacterial life, and it is possible that the lake could be supporting higher life forms. Once a large surface lake in East Antarctica, Lake Vostok is now buried under about 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers, of ice. Near Russia's Vostok Research Station. Today, the buried lake measures 160 miles, 250 kilometers, in length and 30 miles, 50 kilometers, in width. More about Antarctica's buried lakes. Russians take fresh samples from Lake Vostok. At number 2. 2. The Blood Falls. Blood Falls, located in Antarctica's Taylor Glacier, may appear frightening due to its ruddy color, but there are fascinating scientific explanations for this phenomenon. Here are some intriguing facts about blood falls that may seem scary at first glance. The subglacial lake feeding blood falls has been isolated for an incredibly long time, and the unique conditions of the lake have resulted in the evolution of a variety of microbial life forms that exist nowhere else on Earth. The color of blood falls is not due to algae, as was previously thought, but rather to oxidized iron in the water. This water originates from a subglacial lake that has been isolated for over 1 million years, but the main reason is still unknown. Number 1. 1. The sea pig. Sea pigs are roughly 10 to 15 centimeters, 4 to 6 inches, long and are often described as the ugliest creatures beneath the waves. They have a plump, pink body with short legs and tube-like feet used for crawling along the ocean floor. So there you have it, the top 10 scariest things in Antarctica. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos like this.